I have waited long enough. Welcome whoever might be watching to a live stream where I'm gonna be voting on the Dirkling contest for the multiplayer round. I think it's number 75. Let me get the UI out of the screen and let's log on to the server. This one. Beep beep beep. Okay, let me start with number 1. Oh, yes, my name. I am me. Oh, we're starting with Ande. Okay, interesting start. Why even? It's like not even in the corner. Oh well, whatever. Okay, let's have a look. It's gonna be kind of tricky to... Nope, didn't get it. Maybe... I think this is the correct view now. Okay, let's see. Welcome to the land of Void, a faraway realm ruled by Void Overlord who lurks within the shadows. How nature thrives here remains a mystery. Surely the Void should consume life, not sustain it. Explore the Void by rowing boat or soar above the lake of Void, the land of Void on the suspended mini coaster. Okay, so I was actually thinking this was a Imagination Mega Park Marshes of Misery kind of land, but apparently it's its own thing, really. I guess the green plants do kind of give it away. So this mouth is very cool. Yeah, my mic is working, good. This mouth looks very cool with the eyes in there, 6 of them even. Kinda hope that they look around a little bit, but I don't think that's happening. Oh well. Okay, so we have a mini suspended coaster here, which, you know, everyone knows I like mini susses. Little mini sussies, I guess. Sort of a figure 8 pattern over here. Nice going around the little water well. Is that a... Oh, it's a Void Merchant. Oh, there's some peep scenes in here, it seems. Oh, hey, Duvel, thank you for the 33 months. That's very nice of you. How are you doing, Duvel? We have a Void Merchant here. I think this is the same, almost the same structure that was posted by... I don't remember who posted it. But it's slightly different. More to the Void theme, I guess. You're tired, but fine otherwise. I mean, that's a pretty good state to be in, right? It's already evening anyway. And we have like a blood fountain over here. Or something like that, I guess. Pretty neat. Of course, a pretty main trick here is this curvy path. It's, I already checked it out. It's made of rowing boats. I'm not quite sure if it really sells the illusion of going up, but yeah, it clearly ends up higher than where you start. Really, up is quite difficult to convey in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Maybe from this angle, kind of, because it's longer than from this angle. But it does look very cool, at least. And I guess these are single rail carts as a fence. Yesterday was a bit less. Now everything is fine. Oh, okay. What happened yesterday, Duvel? And also welcome, Tori Solid. Hello. I am currently voting on the new RCT contest. Did you manage to rescue that capsule in Kerbal Space Program? No, unfortunately not. But we'll try again tomorrow. Probably. You want some better weather you can ride home. Oh, the motorcycle thing. Right. Yeah, I remember. Hey, welcome, Timmy. I'm currently looking at Andas Park. Okay, so this castle thing here is very cool with all the fire behind the glass. And all these... Are they spikes or tentacles? I am not sure. Maybe they're just tendrils. Let's just give it the tendrils. That's a nice word anyway. From the back there was also some pretty cool stuff. There's a little path. A secret path. Where does it go to? Who knows? And there's another secret path. Ooh. That theme park looks like something out of Half-Life 2. I'm not sure if I would say it's out of Half-Life, but It does look very cool. Okay, so what do I give this? It's gonna be a 9 or a 10. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be a 10. Let's start with that. Score 10. Very cool park. Nee. I have to try and ride your bike on the highway now that the windscreen is higher. See if it's more comfortable now. I hope it will be. Very fitting to the theme. I actually thought it was a part of Misery Marsh before reading the story. I guess the Land of Void might be related to it. The mini sus looks very fun. Oh, I made a typo. Looks very fun. You still sound a bit sick. I hope you're doing okay now. Yeah, I am still kind of sick. I can work at least and I can stream. I'm no longer super cold, but my nose is super stuffy. I am not completely well, I guess. The Minisas looks very fun, and the figure 8 at the well, not the end, I guess it's more like the middle. At the middle is very elegant. The castle looks super imposing with the red fire and the tendrils. Crazy stuff. Oh, and of course, your path. It looks amazing. I'm not fully sold on the going up part, but even without that, super nice. And I said something about the little back path is also really fun. Oh wait, that's just track. That's just like a mini coaster track or like the Wild Mouse. Love the secret back entrances. Okay. Next plot. Oh, by Booskop. Long ago, the void suddenly appeared, and although most people tend to stay far away from the void, some daring entrepreneurs envisioned a potentially very lucrative business centered around it. Every day, hundreds of people flock here to take a daring plunge into the void, buy merchandise, or simply take a long walk along the beach and gander across the water, musing about times before the void appeared. I remember having a theme park over my city and it looked like you would get tinnitus at any spot on there. Oh no, that's not good. You don't want to get sick from going to a theme park. Typically. Well, maybe like getting an upset stomach over the coaster. That's like one thing, I guess, but nothing beyond that. Okay, so this is actually the first time I've properly looked at this plot, believe it or not. It's been there, finished all this time. I've seen it in the corner of the park all this time. I never really inspected it until now. And it's really cool. There's lots of peep scenes. You're just scared of cows, admit it. I don't want to swim too close to that cow. I might startle it. Like the rides were all dirty and they groaned every time. It felt like I would have died that way. Yikes. What kind of park was that? Do you have the name maybe? We have is this a panda swimming, I guess? Nothing nicer than to relax at the beach after hard days of work. More people just sitting. We have a slide over here, it looks like. Nice. Functional even. That looks more like a panda. What did I say? I meant panda, but apparently I did not say panda. One of those parks that changes cities from time to time, so it doesn't have a name. Oh, more like a fun fair then. The terrain made out of the mazes is really cool. I do feel like it doesn't quite use the void theme. It's more like, let's try to build a park a normal park despite the void, which is pretty impressive on its own. But it's not really void themed, I feel like. Wasn't the name of that person who scared of cows? Oh right, yeah. Then I guess this is a cow after all. Oh well. We have a dropping free fall thing. Oh, come on, I can't even pop a balloon, really? Okay. We have some like a little train over here, it seems. Some stalls. It looks very pleasant. Like, I would think out of all the places on this map, yeah, without a doubt, this is the most pleasant one. Yeah, I think this is like an 8. Without a doubt, out of all the plots on the map, yours is the most pleasant one. However, I do feel like it's not really void themed. It's impressive to go against it with the restriction on the land types and still come out with a park looking like this. But it's not well, is this like a hole in the middle? Or what is this? Is this... Oh, wait, there is a little bit of a void theme. Okay, never mind. I had not noticed this yet. What was the theme of the multiplayer round? Void. Is that park yours or are you visiting one? No, this is not my park. I'm doing a... okay, there's this contest and there are 16 plots of land in here. And now I'm voting. This is not my plot. I also have a plot, but it's not this one. I'll get to there eventually. And now we get to vote on which plot is best, basically. And I'm doing that live on stream. Because it's always fun for people who have made the plots to see live reactions. Because you usually say more than that you end up typing. Anyway. I'll just continue typing. Oh, scratch that. I just noticed the free fall actually going into the void. That's pretty cool. And quite scary, I would imagine. The maze terrain is very nice. And it doesn't glitch either, which I find pretty surprising. I had a hard time trying to get it to not glitch much when I used the same trick in... Sorry, I have a cough every now ah, shit. I have a cough every now and then. My apologies for that. The same trick in the Blue Lagoon Park at some point. Nicely done. It's really giving me like nice summer vibes, especially because the maze, I think it's brighter than normal grass would be. Combined with the white rock, it's like sort of a British summer seaside town or something. The brighter texture of the maze compared to normal grass, combined with the white rocks, gives me a vibe of a summertime seaside English town. It's really pleasant. Yeah, I think I still prefer an 8 because there is a bit of void here, but it's not super voidy. So yeah, score 8. Anything else I have not noticed here yet? Super small merry-go-round. It's fun. swing, diagonal swing. That's also pretty cool. Some nice tricks. What texture is this? Dark Age Village roof piece. I don't think I've ever used that. It looks really cool. Wow. Okay, next park. Oh, it's by In Error. My plot is inspired by something called a void city from the novelization of the sci-fi series The Expanse. They are giant city spacecrafts built by a human faction called Belters, who are born on the asteroid belt and have no planet to call home. Often considered a lower class and mistrusted by planet dwellers, Belters live out their life in the void and are highly adapted to zero gravity. This one. So I have not seen The Expanse, unfortunately. It's still on my to-watch list. This has happened before, actually. I remember at some point In Error made a plot about Stranger Things, and I had never seen anything of Stranger Things yet. I mean, I knew the series existed, of course, but I had not actually watched it. And so the plot was, yeah, that's pretty cool. Then I started watching the show, and later I got back to the plot, and I liked it so much more because I now suddenly recognized everything. And I kind of feel like this is gonna be the same way here. It's a very cool looking ship, but yeah, I just don't recognize anything. This is a very cool looking ship, but I've never seen The Expanse yet, so I don't really recognize anything. So there's these little shuttle pods flying around, coming out of the shuttle bay. Hey Boscope, welcome. I just reviewed your park. Yeah, you just missed it. Being torn to shreds. No, your park is cool, man. That looks like something that might come out of a 7 to 8 or 9. This here. Yeah, something like that probably. But yeah, I've never seen The Expanse. I really should watch it. Having all these engines here at the back. I'm not sure how accurate that is to the show. Maybe they have like big engines. You won't see it in the show then. Oh, wait, what? Oh, from book 7, 8 or 9. I thought you meant that the score would be 7, 8 or 9. I don't know. From the novelization of the sci-fi series. Okay, yeah, maybe it is indeed not made as a series then. Okay, I'll have to write something about that. Or is this not yet animated? Well, animated, it's not animated, but like visualized at all. And is it your own interpretation based on what you read? If so, that's really cool. So many engines at the back. This thing would be a nightmare to steer around though. I've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program lately. And so now I'm looking with like a critical eye at how well can a spaceship actually maneuver in space. This would be quite difficult to steer, looking at the way it looks. But that's true with like with like every spaceship ever imagined for sci-fi. I love the shuttle bay with all the pods coming in and out, flying around like little worker bees or something. I like those signs. Yeah, they are very cool. Just like a warning sign or something. Danger. And it's also cool to see all the texture underneath the track. All the plumbing hidden underneath the track shell is very detailed and nice looking too. Yeah, what do I give it? What kind of a grade do I give this? I think 7 or 8, something like that. I wonder, is there a reason why these rings stop here? This seems like it would be kind of weak, having nothing connected here. Unless in battle, maneuvering in expense was more point to point where you want to go. Give gas, turn around, halfway you use thrust to slow down. I mean, that makes sense. But when you want to, like, I'm not sure if this thing would ever dock. But you want to have at least something on the side to adjust course slightly. At least that's what I would think. Score. Let's give it an 8. That seems pretty fair to me. Alright, next. It's by Jaron. There is no story submitted, but I can already tell you it's something from Mario Kart. It's Rainbow Road. Oops, that's not correct. Careful now. There we go. Yeah, Rainbow Road is always fun to always fun to see, of course. These bumps look a little painful without any like edges to go up to, but I guess that's kind of unavoidable at this sort of scale. There's a nice flower and a star. Star is I would think it would be less blocky. I always love Rainbow Road stages in Mario Kart. They're so pretty to look at and generally fun to ride on too. Yours is very colorful as well, and I love seeing all the details like the star and flower, etc. There's even the funny train going around. What's this? Is this anything? Maybe this is like the planet bits? They seem to be... I'm guessing this is sort of like a planet. Planet's not very convincing if that's what it is. Some of the scenery is a bit crude, I think. The star, well, is very blocky, and the blue planet is very cramped and not very round, if it's a planet at all. If it's a planet at all. I've got the song Pink Pony Club stuck in your head between watching the Gwar cover of it too much. I have never heard of this song, but if it's something that can easily get stuck in your head, then I think I'm good not knowing it. Right, what's this? Is this like an organ? Oh, it's Mario! It's from the sides. Okay, that's kind of funny. Yeah. I still like this plot though. I'm gonna give it a 7. Score 7. But still very fun. Okay, up next we have by Matt M. Oh boy, here we go. Jetline and Vilda Musen have risen from the ashes to entertain... Oh, I have to sneeze. Okay, muted just in time, sorry. Jetline and Vilda Musen have risen from the ashes to entertain in the void of purgatory. Over here. There we go. No, I don't want to see underground view. I just want to have normal view. Man, what the hell? Matt, what have you been doing? What is this? Like, I have seen Jetline, not in real life, but I've seen pictures, and it's already a pretty cramped and crazy coaster, but like this? I don't remember it being quite this crazy. This is amazing. I think all these like, how much track is there? How many are there? Multiple lift hills? I only see one, but somehow it feels as though there's gonna be like 5 or something. That's a messed up Olympia grouping. Yes, but I only noticed this today actually. There's a wild mouse woven in between everything. Fucking crazy. You madman, Matt. You madman, Matt. Or maybe madman. No. This thing is a beautiful mess. Olympia looping is already dense and kinda crazy, and you just turn it into this. How do you do it? It looks really good though. It's not very void themed, I think. Like Mario, the Rainbow Road is always floating in a sort of in a void, I guess, or in space. But here it's just, well, there's a coaster, I guess. And that's not important to everyone, but I kind of feel like if we have a theme, you sort of gotta do something with the theme. It's not very void themed though, I think. It's not a huge deal, but a slight deal. You know. The colors are also very nice. The purple and like light cyan, they work together really well. This doesn't work together quite as well though. This doesn't match up at all. Alright, Cheddarman. I think you either do it like Boskop or do it full void, nothing in between. Yeah, I guess. It's not very void themed though. That being said, it still looks awesome. The light cyan and purple go together really well, and all the different rainbow loops make it complete. Well done. What their score is, a 7 or an 8, I guess. Let's see, I'd given this a 7, I think, or an 8, I don't remember. Let's see, what did I give in error? I'd given in error an 8, then I think I'll have to give this... It's very pretty, but it's not very voidy. 7 maybe also. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a 7, I think. Okay, up next we have Mulder. No story. Man, what's up with people not submitting a story? Okay, what do we have here? This doesn't look very finished. Or, what even is this? What's going on here? What are these? These are Roman walls, but they're just like the side. Maybe it is finished. Honestly, this little bit over here looks like it's glitching out, or it kind of looks like that screensaver you had in Windows 95 and 98, I think, with like the pipes. Now it's probably finished. I'm guessing this is like intentional glitchiness sort of happening, going from a complete site to the... I'm pretty sure this is finished. Yeah, I wasn't sure at first, but the more I think about it, the more sure I am. So we have this we have this coaster, Mulder Triune. Okay, I'm not really sure what that means. There's a swan going around here. It's very surreal, I suppose. It's like an ivory tower. The gate. It's closed. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. At first I didn't think it was finished, but the more I look at it, the more I realized that it very much was. I'm not sure what themes are portrayed here, and that makes it interesting to me. What could it mean? Like, you start off normally, and then you go through the gates, and then you end up in Weird Land, where things are... It's kind of giving me never-ending story vibes almost. You know, where you also have the void there. Oh man, I should have made something for Never-Ending Story. That would have been great. Imagine having the ivory tower. Yeah, also the ivory tower. Having the giant ivory tower floating in the void. That's such a nice view. Did you give all 10s yet? Hey, welcome, Matt. No, I have not given all 10s yet. I really wish 3D Pipes was still a screensaver. I'm pretty sure you can just find it online if you want to. It sort of reminds me of the never-ending story in some ways, with the void and crouching on the stuff, corrupting it and breaking it down. Yeah, this is really cool. I had seen this from... Well, again, I had seen this from a distance. I felt like, yeah, it's alright. It's not done yet, but it's alright. But now that I'm actually looking, this is a really cool plot. Microsoft should have really bring back some of the old school screensavers. That would be nice, yes. Especially since OLED screens exist nowadays. It could actually be beneficial again. I'm not really sure what to say about this other than what I've said. I'm not sure what to write down, basically. They should make updated versions of those screensavers. That would be interesting. I am not sure what it means. If it means... if it even means anything. I like it a lot. Because it uses the concept of the void so successfully, I think I'm gonna give this a 10. Oh, no, okay, not a 20. That's a little bit overkill. A 10, yes, there we go. It's just really interesting to me for some reason. I can't even explain it myself. Well done. Okay, up next we have the entry by Pet Narwhal. Who has not submitted a story. So we have a space shuttle, it seems. I'm not sure what all this brown stuff is supposed to be. Asteroids, maybe? If the space shuttle ends up in a place with so many asteroids nearby, they are in trouble. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, I've kind of asteroids. Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm kind of like confused because this thing looked better a couple of days ago, and then he redesigned it, and you know, now it looks worse. At least I think so. I don't remember what the old one looked like well enough anymore, but like, why? I'm a bit confused because you redesigned your space shuttle a few days ago, but I don't think it's exactly an improvement. It looks super blocky and not detailed, and without engines really. Like, what's going on here? Is this supposed to be like the fuel tank? A skinny as fuck fuel tank underneath there. Is the orange heart line track supposed to be the fuel tank? If so, that's one skinny AF fuel tank. I sure hope those brown things are ejected doo-doo, because if they are rocks, man, this crew is in trouble. And then again, if they have this much shit injected, they are probably in trouble too. The ride with the path is very jarring. The ride with the path next to it floating in the void is very jarring, and I don't see why you didn't just make it invisible or something. Make it invisible or something. The coaster carts flying around are fun, but the station is ugly AF. And guests, oh right, yeah, guests can't even ride the thing anyway. They keep falling off the path for whatever reason. Guests can't even get on it either. Can't even get on it either. Yeah. At least there's like a wall around the plot. At least you provided a safety wall around your plot, I suppose. Yeah, this is it's gonna be quite brutal of a score. Like, it doesn't look good. It doesn't work. It's not finished. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be a dick and give like a super terrible score, but yeah. I'm kind of thinking, if this is score then what would -1 even be? I can't give it a. I'm stuck between a 2 or a 3. But if this is a 3, then what on earth would be a 2? You know, fuck it, I'm giving it a 2. This is just... It looked better before it was finished. Like, what the hell, man? The path underneath the queue is below the tile order, and so they're less than 4 heights apart. Ah, okay, yeah, that is just, but like, just why? It's not even the same path here. Like here, what's going on, man? Why did you make it like this? Yeah, this is a terrible plot. Nothing works. Let's move on. Oh, holy, oh god damn it, Claude, what the hell are you doing? There's a giant ass story over here. Okay. I'll first focus on the plot. Okay. The lore of the Republic of the Void. Intro. Welcome to the Republic of the Void. A republic that is far away from Earth. On the planet Void 55R. Spinning around a surprisingly newly created black giant star. Not a black hole. It has surprisingly high temperatures and needs to have a planet 17.5 AU away from the away to be habitable for the Voiders from Void 55R. Or 34 AU for Earthlings. Okay, so the Voiders like it warm, it seems. The only planet the Voiders would be having a fine day without the Mercury if they were in our solar system. Although slightly colder. Okay. Year 2, the build of rights and more. We started with a humble LSM called Void Force Runner. And a merry-go-round named Void Force Carousel. It have a very cool forest of colors that Earth didn't saw at all. They even wonder how does the star shine from their planet but not from us in their eyes. Year 3. The Great War Republic of the Void, Pirates of Jason and Earth, Japan versus Chinese, dragons and dinosaurs. What? Surprisingly, when the Chinese dragons attacked the Japanese, which the dinosaurs were already attacking them, they basically attacked us in an unprovoked attack, meaning we got our cannons to defend the country. Some pirates got invaded by the dinosaurs after, but we don't know their origins nor its intents, but here we are. It ended when the dragons suddenly disappeared. Is this the work of the communist China? But we sadly also lost the pirates, but we won. We even captured one of the remaining dragon, Skulltruck. Year 4, the strong supports at the loop and wired fences. After some complaints of OSHA, we strengthened a lot of our small loop. It now have two strong shape supports on it. There are also some fences around it now, to be safe from people hanging around. Claude, what the fuck have you been smoking? Oh my god. Claude, what the fuck have you been smoking? At least he still didn't add the Void Star back. Oh man. You still didn't add back the Void Star. If it was so little work, why didn't you? Didn't you? I warned him like 3 times. Yeah, I know, I saw. But it's like, I don't know, man. If it's so little work to do, then why not do it? Yeah, this is a very typical Claude looking plot with trees of all colors. I already knew it was Claude's plot before I even knew Claude was in the contest. It's kind of funny. It's a pretty good one, at least. I like the coaster with the diagonal bit and all that. I can't really make heads or tails of the story. I am not really sure how a dark star would work. He built it in less than a day. Fairly impressive. Yeah. I'm guessing maybe this star only has like infrared lights. Somehow, like I don't think that's possible. In fact, I know that's not possible, but it would appear dark to us while giving off a lot of heat. Yeah. Your plot is very you-ish. which is nice to see your own style. Yeah, this coaster has a pretty cool layout at least. Coaster has a nice layout, I think. Good thing it's OSHA certified, I guess. I like the pink fire on for some reason. This thing over here. Yeah, what could it be? Maybe it kind of looks like a cigarette. It's probably not a cigarette, but it kind of looks like one. Does the dark star only emit infrared light? Maybe. Is that why we can't see it? Questions. Yeah, the story certainly involved Void, and the plot is sort of, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can imagine having like a planet that's for some reason black. And then why are the trees not black? Why are the trees so colorful? It's kind of unusual. A 6 or a 7, a 6, 7, a 7 or a 6 maybe. Kind of wish I could give it a 6.5, but it's not really possible with just one. I'm honestly, I'm tempted to just ask, what do you guys think? But I really shouldn't, because it's my vote. You can do your own votes. So I won't be asking that. Is burning salt or something? Yeah, perhaps. Salt makes neato fire colors. Yeah. Well, not just normal salt, but you have to get like special metallic salts, I think. Normal salt, I think, burns kind of yellowish, maybe? Salt like the periodic table groups, yeah. There are some random walls here. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6, I think. Okay, up next. Oh, that is the end of voting round number 1. So let's move on to round number 2. Yeah, I'm still... Oh, I am doing a little bit late on time. I'll try to speed up a little bit. ATN. No story submitted, unfortunately. Oh, that's very pretty. So I was already looking earlier today, what is this texture? It's water underneath glass, but I'm not sure how the glass, like, why are the borders not... Wait, maybe I can... This will probably work. Oh, it's void colored edges. Ah, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Neat. Oh, there is something going around. Like an invisible coaster. This came together really nicely, I think. A story would have been nice, but then again, maybe it's just better left up to your own imagination. A story would have, well, would have been nice, but then again, maybe it's better left up to your own imagination. It's a... oh, you're going to bed? Okay, well, see you later then, Matt. And thanks for dropping by. I'm sorry you had to view my... No, man, they don't have to apologize. It's a very... what is it? It's a very cool vibe, sort of. It's a very cool vibe. It's giving me some memories of what's the thing called? Droomvlucht in the Efteling. it's got some similar stuff. But I don't think ATN is from the Netherlands, so he probably never written this then. Some similar stuff. There's not that much movement, I guess. I mean, there's the coaster going around and there's people walking. ATN, he's trying. No, he succeeded, I think. Also, good color scheme, honestly. Yeah, the colors. Yeah, the colors are really well picked. They go together real nicely. With no distracting other bits, other colors. I think. Very tasteful. Very tasteful. Yeah, it's definitely void themed. But there isn't super much going on. So I think I'll settle on an 8. That seems fair here. Cheddarman. Oh, are you still in the chat, Cheddarman? I know you joined earlier at some point. No story either. Man, no one ever writes stories anymore. What's going on? That's a pretty cool usage of the like that future theme platforms. That's a pretty cool usage of the future theme platforms, using them as intended, even. Wait, the coaster goes through a station bit? Oh, but this is the station. Okay, that's kind of fun. I had not seen that before. It's almost super vanilla when you think of it. It's kind of funny. It's really fun to see the coaster weave. Space Station is the station. Yes, it is. It's really fun seeing the coaster weave through the gaps in the paths without any supports either, which in this case is a good thing, I think. Having the station be a space station is also a fun choice. Oh, there's the time machine ride. It's so well integrated, I hadn't even noticed yet. The time machine is very well integrated too. Think I'll give this a 7 as well. Seven. Cheddarman. Now I want to have some cheddar. Oh well. Next. Esau. Hope you enjoy this Treasure Planet inspired slice of a spaceport. Best viewed in cutaway view, including one tile of the surrounding paths. Hey, P2, welcome. Hola, peeps. How are you doing? I never used a time machine ride myself. Fun to see cool dude and the animated alien scenery in the animation for the ride. Yeah, it's such a bizarre thing. Like, what's going on? Like, time machine doesn't mean metamorphosis machine. You just become a soldier and a cool dude and whatever else. Good times. Good times. Okay. Right, yeah, the spaceport. This thing is really cool looking as well. I have not seen Treasure Planet still. I've already heard of it a couple days ago and I've still not looked up anything. That's kind of my bad. They are very lovely buildings, very whimsical also, with all the extensions and little bits sticking out. I'm gonna give this a 9. Also, there is still a chance that after the stream I'm gonna go back to my scores and change the score slightly after I've seen everything. But for now, I'm gonna give this a 9. Score 9. I love all the buildings with the odd shapes, the connections and such. They are really pretty. They are really pretty. The ship using the what are they called? Like the Western cart things. Wagons, right? Using the wagons is brilliant. It's like you unlocked a whole new level of detail. Miniaturization, that's not how you spell that. With that and the chimney pipe ladders. It looks really cool. Yeah, good, it's also fine. I guess my only gripe is that there's not much going on the grounds. My only gripes here is that there's not much going on the grounds. There's the trams, but I feel like you could have put some extra stuff there, like a market or whatever, some peep scenes. Now it's kinda empty there. Ironic critique point given the theme is void, but this is different. Okay. But it does look super nice though. I mean, damn. Honestly, I wish I could build stuff like this. I don't think I can build anything remotely like this. Cool little sail ship over there. Next, levels. On an unknown planet far away, you can find this coaster rushing through space. Steampunk themed coaster for everyone. This one. Oh, pretty. Oh, I like the tube little section over here. Also, the balloons are very cool. Oh, this is cool. Those balloons are very good. Those balloons are so cool. And the whole thing is too, actually. It's kind of like a what's the thing? House moving castle, almost. Sort of Howl's moving castle vibes here. I guess that's just steampunk, really. Coaster looks like a lot of fun as well. Yeah, honestly, I think my own plot is gonna suffer from not having like an actual ride on there. I wasn't really sure what to make though. Oh well, we'll get there in a bit. Probably next, actually. The coaster looks super cool. Everything looks cool. Looks something else, a different word. Looks yeah, looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun. I love the tunnel section on the lift hill with the different colors. It really helps breaking it up a bit. The station is also super detailed. I'm running out of things to say. I feel like the station is also nicely detailed. I wonder what this is. Is it like a big bell maybe? Perhaps. I quite like this plot. I quite like this plot. I'm gonna give it a 9. Next. Oh, it's my entry. 2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. I'll select the plot first. One moment. I think this is probably the best angle. Or maybe this one. Yeah, this one's better. 2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick from 1968, before the moon landings, was so far ahead of its time that it outdoes even many modern sci-fi movies in its visuals and story. It completely redefined what sci-fi is, showing the world that it too can be a serious genre with complex subject matters and an artistic flair, unlike most earlier sci-fi which had more whimsical feeling. One sequence in particular that I really like is at the start of the movie, where we see a space plane approaching a rotating space station in Earth orbit and then docking with it, accompanied by the Blue Danube Waltz composed by Johann Strauss. The careful maneuver with the plane flying in, then lining up perfectly and matching the rotation is done with such elegance that it's very much like a dance itself. The very concept of a space station using centrifugal force as a stand-in for gravity, all the way back in 1968, is astounding to me too. As are the practical effects of the physical models, the floating pen in the plane, the people-filled control rooms and different gravity orientations in the same shot. As much as Kubrick was a perfectionist, there is one major oddity in the scene. It's how bright and washed out the Earth looks. Having grown up with the time, in a time where we know quite well what our world looks like from above, it's clearly depicted too bright in the movie. However, when the movie was made, this was flat out not yet known. We had hardly any photos from orbit, and the ones we did have were all monochrome. Kubrick was assured by scientific advisors, such as Henry Heng, that Earth has a relatively high albedo of 0.38, and that would result in this look. Thus, Kubrick insisted on overexposing like this. What they had failed to consider is that 0.38 is the average of the dark blue oceans and dark land, and the very bright white clouds. For my recreation here, I've chosen not to depict the Earth washed out. Yeah, I made a scene from 2001: Space Odyssey, basically, with the rotating space station. I wish I could make it rotate in here, but that's not happening. And the plane, actually kind of funny. I used the seal cards for the plane because that's the only thing that sort of looked alright, I thought. So yeah, now we have a seal in space, I guess. We have the moon over here, and we have this thing which is in the opening shot somewhere. And if we go down, then we can find something else. The monolith, with people having a personal experience with the monolith by peeing against it. And of course you can see more of the map. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with my plot. Gonna give it a 9. That's not like my own score matters really. I like my plot, but miss movement. Score 9. Actually, I was first gonna make something from Star Trek, still using the same Earth backdrop. I wanted to make Space Dock in Earth orbit, but it's a very complex shape, and so I decided to change it to this. Anyway, next. Also, my nose is getting stuffier with the minutes. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. Getting stuffier with the minute. I hope we're nearly done. Let's see, anything else we have? We haven't done this one yet. Then that one. I think only 2 left. What do we have over here? No story submitted. Okay, so it's pretty cool to see the coaster go through the portal. Does it actually work though? Sort of, I guess. Pretty cool. Oh, pretty cool. Come on, contact type. Pretty cool bluish asteroids. It's fun to see the coaster teleport through the portals, and they themselves look interesting too. The asteroid is kind of a little bit bare, though. The asteroid is a little bit bare, though. Yeah, I don't have that much to say about this really. There's some nice little buildings, I guess, but yeah, not super much going on. I think it's a 6. Score 6. I wonder what this is. It would be nice if there was a story. Are they mining this thing up, maybe? Who knows? What is this arc over here? Does it mean something? Oh yeah, it comes out of there. Okay. Well, oh, we have another plot by Sunkey. Well, okay, then we have one extra strip of land. What is this? This is nothing. This is nothing. Score 1. Okay, guess we are giving a 1 then. Lots of space themes. Yeah, well, I mean, this is just a bunch of random crap. Score 1. Okay, then the actual last plot. By Zwaney, Business News. Billionaire Snox builds giant steel roller coaster, Gary, Indiana, USA. Entrepreneur and billionaire Mr. Snox is expanding his business empire on the grounds of his steel company in Gary, Indiana. Construction is currently underway for a giant steel roller coaster, marking Snox's official entry into the steel roller coaster manufacturing market. The move is part of a strategic expansion for his portfolio. In the future, Snox plans not only to produce steel, but also to process it himself, particularly for spectacular amusement park attractions. Steel has always been a central element in my projects, Snox explains. Now we are taking the next logical step. Steel also played a key role in the construction of the Snox family mountain park. The large-scale structures were considered ambitious at the time and initially received critical reviews. After early difficulties and mixed ratings, the park developed into a crowd magnet. This new roller coaster is expected to combine state-of-the-art technology, massive steel structures, and a design that promises both thrill and safety. It has also been announced that Snox will serve as the main supplier for the German company Gerslauer, and that the first steel shipments of the new steel bobsled coaster are currently being built by Gerslauer in Norway have already been shipped. Okay, so that's basically like a preview for the next contest, because that's a Gerslauer bobsled contest. You were talking about all the plots. Oh, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's a void theme. Space is a void. So this thing looks really cool. It is extremely dense. I see. Hyping us up for your RCT entry already. Smart. I love the color work on your... yeah, that's the same thing I was already saying. The colors work really well. The color work on your creation. They work together well. And damn, what a massive cluster fuck of supports and structures. Rivaling even Matt's crazy coaster. Rivaling and structures and color, well, that's fine. It's like a dueling. It's not a dueling coaster. It's more like sort of dueling, maybe. It's a sort of dueling coaster. It looks very tight and fun. Not really sure what the void theme is though. Not fully sure how the void theme plays into this though, but it does look, look spacey. Yeah. Cool plot. Cool plot overall. I'm gonna give this a what do I give this? An 8 or a 9? Yeah, probably a 9. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9. Yeah, that's gonna be it then. Because we have had all the plots now. And I need to go to bed in like 15 minutes. Oh boy, I get up very early these days. But yeah, well, thank you all very much for watching on the voting. And I guess we'll find out who wins in a couple days. There are so many more good plots than I had thought initially. You always see more when you actually start looking closely. But yeah, I'll see you all another day again. Actually, tomorrow probably, because I will be streaming more Kerbal Space Program then. So yeah, bye bye and have a good evening. Laters.